Hey Philip, thanks for sending me your swim video for analysis. It actually was a decent length, and I liked how you gave me a little bit of slow motion, because generally what I'm doing is stopping and pausing the video at various aspects of the swim stroke, mainly the three main phases of the stroke: recovery, what's going on with your hand out of the water, then I look at hand entry, then I look at the underwater catch and push. Before that, I'm looking at number of strokes you take per length. Because it was in slow motion, I wasn't able to quite do that, but you want to kind of keep track of how many strokes you take per length and how long it takes you, and that's called you add those together, and that's called your swell score. So if you take 50 strokes in 50 seconds, your score is 100, and the idea is to take either less strokes or swim faster to lower that score. So let's start with breathing, body balance, rotation. You tend to lift your head a little bit high when you breathe. I don't think you need to breathe quite so frequently. And you want to have a little bit better balance. You kind of want your arm a little bit extended when you're rotating to breathe. And the thing about breathing is you want to rotate on your hip to breathe. You don't just rotate your head. So to jump to the catch, let's just jump right there, because that's actually the biggest issue, and that's causing a few things that I see. So when you catch and push, you want to push all the way behind you. So you catch underneath your body, and then you push, and that drives your hip rotation. So when you're breathing and you're rotating, you just rotate to breathe, take your breath, and then you continue your stroke. So you look a little bit rushed, and part of that is because you're not extending from behind. So once you start focusing on the follow through back in here and push all the way past your hip, that will drive your hip rotation, which will actually lengthen you out. You want to lengthen from behind. When you lengthen from behind with your left arm, your right arm is extending in front of you. So lengthening from behind helps with extension out in front of you. So let's backtrack. So breathing, body balance, rotation. I think you get more rotation out of your underwater catch and push. Recovery-wise, I think your high elbow recovery and your point of hand entry looks good. You just want to make sure if you have that stronger catch and push that's going to help with that arm extension, and you're going to extend your arm deeper out in front of you after the hand entry versus reaching with your shoulder flat and shallow. Because that body rotation is lacking, because your underwater pull is not strong, you don't have as much extension out in front as you will have when you focus on extending from behind. So hopefully that all makes a little bit of sense. So again, the recovery looks okay. I think just going back to repeating myself is the body rotation and breathing less. Again, the hand entry, the point of hand entry looks okay. Just always make sure you're entering fingertips, wrist, elbow. You don't want to be reaching and entering with a flat hand and your elbow before your hand. Out of the water, you want to think fingertips below your wrist, below your shoulder. When you enter, you want to think about, and you enter and pull, you want to think about fingertips below your wrist, below your elbow. High elbow catch. High elbow catch means the high elbow catch, elbow is above your fingertips, above your wrist. Doesn't necessarily mean high elbow on the surface of the water. I tend to teach a deeper pull. So again, fingertips below your elbow, below your wrist is what a high elbow catch is to me. Doesn't necessarily mean high elbow to the surface. So, I mean, that's basically it. I would go review what your other swim instructor told you with regards to what he was noticing. and then compare it to a little bit of what I'm telling you. A lot of times we say the same things a different way, but they mean the same thing. So hopefully between my analysis, what you already got with another analysis, it'll start to come together. And I want to stress one more time, push from behind, extend from behind, because when you get that, that's going to help fix other issues you have. If you have questions, let me know and make it a great day.